The campus has been busy with activity this week, giving students plenty of chances to get information and get involved. Coming up, we'll have a rundown of this past week's events.
The Texas Tech football team is preparing for its biggest challenge yet this season. Find out more about Tech's showdown with Oklahoma State next.
And 2018 marks a big milestone for one of the College of Media and Communications' longest-running student-produced projects. We'll have the details on this historic achievement.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Anthony Rodriguez.
And I'm Corey May. It's been a busy week on the Tech campus. Several groups set up shop over the last 4 days to give students information on all that the university has to offer.
That's right, Corey, and one of those groups brought a special guest to campus to help raise interest for a once-a-year event. The annual Study Abroad Fair took place in the Sub Ballroom today, but before the fair kicked off, the Office of Study Abroad brought Rango the Camel to the free speech area to help promote today's event. Rango posed for dozens of selfies and students had the chance to feed the exotic animal. Rango's visit highlighted the many different places the students can go if they choose to study abroad.
Our number one destination is definitely Sevilla, Spain, because we have a campus there. So it's Texas Tech in Spain. The next one is probably London. It's popular, it's English speaking, and students know it. The fifth most popular location is very interesting to me, and that's the Czech Republic. And a semester there is actually cheaper than a semester here on campus.
Today's Study Abroad Fair wrapped up at 3 p.m., but there is still plenty of time to sign up for study abroad trips next year. For more information on how you can study outside of the United States, visit studyabroad.ttu.edu.
The Sub Ballroom was not only the location for the Study Abroad Fair, it was also home to a unique event that helps students learn more about the university. The Office of Transition and Engagement hosted the Texas Techspo yesterday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Techspo was a one-stop shop for information about all of the on-campus resources the university has to offer. Representatives from all over campus were available to answer questions regarding everything from financial aid to health and wellness. The event's main goal was to inform attendees of the efforts the university makes to help students.
There's so many people here that care about students that want them to do well, and I hope that students take advantage of that because they shouldn't ever feel alone or like they're just out there by themselves.
Wednesday, Texas Techspo also included giveaways, raffles, and freebies for students who stopped by. For more information on campus resources, visit the Office of Transitions and Engagement website at studentengagement.ttu.edu.
Throughout the last 4 days, students have been given various opportunities to help out the Lubbock community during Service Week. And yesterday, one event allowed passersby to create a special gift for those who serve our country. Throughout the week, CALU Service Breaks has given students passing through the sub a chance to help out local nonprofit organizations. On Wednesday, CALU hosted the Stocking Patriots, a local group who create over 3,000 denim stockings that are sent to U.S. military bases. The stockings are filled with stuffed goodies and mailed out during the holiday season. During Wednesday's event, students could stop by and write a note in a special Christmas card that will be included with the stocking. The final part of the process will take place in November.
We will all gather at Westminster Presbyterian Church at 33rd in Indiana. And over there we have a great big room where we have set out all the items that the stockings will be filled with. And so all these people come in and we stuff 3,000 stockings, package them in boxes and seal the boxes, and the post office comes and takes them and off they go to the overseas military.
The Stocking Patriots are still looking for help to complete this year's stockings. If you are interested in this project or any other volunteer opportunities in the Lubbock area, visit the Volunteer Center of Lubbock's website at volunteerlubbock.org. Over the last few days, the Lubbock area has experienced some very warm weather with temperatures climbing close to 90 degrees.
That's right, Anthony, but with the first day of fall officially only 2 days away, could we see some big changes this weekend? Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. The MCTV Tower Cam is showing partly sunny skies this afternoon, but the clouds have been slowly been increasing since around noon. Today's temperatures have also been a bit cooler, with highs reaching only the mid-80s. As we approach sunset, we'll continue to see more clouds and an increasing chance for rain. Later this evening, rain chances will rise to 80%, and we could see showers and thunderstorms throughout the evening. Heading into tomorrow, rain chances continue, and the forecast is calling for a very wet day here in Lubbock. If the forecast holds out, we may not see a break from rain until sometime near sunset tomorrow. Temperatures will also be a lot cooler on Friday, with highs expected to only reach the low 70s. Overnight, we'll also see a low in the 50s for the first time this semester. Early Saturday morning, the storm system will move out of the area and we should see nice mild conditions the rest of the weekend. Saturday's high should top out in the low 70s and Sunday will be slightly warmer with a high near 80 degrees. Overall, it looks like we can expect a very nice weekend to kick off the beginning of fall on the South Plains. Heading into the last week of September, we can expect a return to 80-degree temperatures and lots of sunshine. Both Monday and Tuesday will continue the trend of mild conditions with highs in the low 80s and a slight breeze. But on Tuesday night, we should see a slight change in the forecast as cold front moves into the area. Tuesday night's lows will drop back into the 50s, followed by a high in the low 70s on Wednesday. We should still see plenty of sunshine on Wednesday, but you might want to grab a jacket or a sweatshirt if you're heading to campus before noon. Looking ahead, fall looks to be setting in on the South Plains with cooler temperatures expected through next weekend.
The Texas Tech football team is gearing up for one of the biggest games of the year as they hit the road to face Oklahoma State this weekend. The Red Raiders officially kick off Big 12 play against the number 15 ranked Cowboys. Texas Tech has lost in their last 9 games against the Cowboys, and the Red Raiders haven't beaten Oklahoma State in Stillwater since 2001. With Tech hot off last Saturday's victory over Houston, there are high hopes that Tech can take that momentum on the road and turn it into a huge win. Quarterback Alan Bowman was one of the biggest stars from last week's game, and Coach Kingsbury believes Bowman can be a huge asset against the Cowboys.
He's the work ethic, the mental toughness. He doesn't blink if he makes a mistake. I'm traditionally very, very hard on the young quarterbacks. This is kind of how we coach that position in our room, and you earn your stripes, and he handles it well. And so hopefully that continues. But if he'll put in the work and continue to approach it the right way, he has some natural ability that we can work with.
Kickoff for Saturday's game is scheduled for 6 p.m. If you aren't making the trip to Stillwater, you can catch the game on Fox Sports 1.
The Red Raiders may be kicking off Big 12 play this weekend, but last night, another Texas Tech team already secured its first win against a conference opponent. Tech volleyball team beat the Baylor Bears 3-1 last night in Waco. The Bears were ranked number 19 in the country before last night's loss to the Red Raiders. Last night's victory was a first-ranked win for Tech since 2012 and the first in a road game since 2004. Texas Tech continues conference play on Saturday as they take on West Virginia at the USA Tip-Off. It's set for 1 p.m.
Texas Tech soccer is also gearing up for the beginning of conference play. The team officially kicks off its Big 12 schedule tomorrow night against West Virginia. Head coach Tom Stone says his players are more than ready to take on the Mountaineers.
Just love soccer. I mean, these girls train on their own all the time. So they're just always out here messing around, working on their game, and that translates into a hungry team on the weekend.
Texas Tech versus West Virginia is scheduled to start at 7:15 p.m. tomorrow night at the John Walker Soccer Complex, weather permitting. If tomorrow's storms become an issue, the game could be rescheduled this weekend. For the latest information on the status of tomorrow's game, visit texastech.com.
Tomorrow's rain could put a damper on outdoor activities, but that doesn't mean there isn't plenty to do on campus this weekend. Let's take a look at the MCTV events calendar. Tonight, if you're looking for some tasty treats and good music, make plans to stop by the Texas Tech Museum for the latest edition of their Museum by Night series. Cool salsa and hot music is the theme for tonight's event. During this event, attendees will have a chance to learn tips and tricks to make great salsa while enjoying music from Tech's Tango Orchestra. The event will also include free chips and homemade salsa for tasting along with the cash bar. The museum will also be open during the event for attendees to tour the current ongoing exhibits. Cool salsa and hot music is scheduled from 6 to 8 p.m. tonight and is free and open to the public.
With thunderstorms expected throughout tomorrow night, it's a good idea to make plans to stay indoors. Luckily, one campus group has an option to keep you out of the rain while enjoying a recent blockbuster movie. Tomorrow night, the Student Activities Board will be screening The First Purge during their weekly late-night movie series. The First Purge is a prequel to the Purge movie series, detailing the beginnings of the annual Night of Aggression showcased in the movies. In the film, the new Founding Fathers of America test out their 12-hour night of horror on Staten Island with hopes of creating a concept to reduce crime in America. SAB's screening of The First Purge has 2 showtimes on Friday in the Escondido Theater. The first screening starts at 8 p.m., followed by a second showing at 10 p.m. Both screenings are free with the Tech ID.
And on Sunday, you can wrap up your weekend by enjoying a performance by the students of Texas Tech School of Music. The TTU Symphonic and Concert Bands will both be performing in the Hemley Recital Hall on Sunday. The concert band will kick off the festivities at 7:30 p.m. and the symphonic band will then take the stage after a short intermission. Both performances are free and open to the public.
Earlier this week, an important milestone was reached here at the College of Media and Communication.
That's right, Anthony. That milestone is very close to home for us here at MCTV. On Monday, MCTV officially turned 10 years old. The very first MCTV weekday update took place in the TV studio in the former Mass Communications building on September 17, 2008. The newscast was created in 2008 to give journalism students the chance to learn about television broadcasting in a hands-on environment. At the time, the newscast was only produced once every 2 weeks, and it featured students in the Journalism 4350 class. Since then, MCTV has been expanded to include students from throughout the college, and the weekday update has been produced daily, weekly, and bi-weekly. The MCTV Weekday Update is actually the 5th version of a newscast produced by Texas Tech since the creation of the Department of Mass Communications in 1970. The MCTV Weekday Update is currently the longest-running student-produced newscast in the university's history.
So Corey, can you believe that MCTV is 10 years old this year?
It's crazy. Sometimes 10 years pass by with the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
That's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check out ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.